what I'm talking about.
All right, we're live. We're back live. It's almost 12 noon. It's 11:45. We have 67 degrees and some really good rain that is coming down. Probably, I don't know how much more rain. Joe Aldsworth is with us right now. Barrie City Deputy Chief, how the hell are you? Are you okay?
We're pretty good. Been busy.
Yeah.
Busy morning.
I'm sure it's been a busy morning. Of course, you guys had a real solid heads up on this yesterday, maybe even before yesterday, right?
Yeah, we've been watching it for the last few days. So
Okay.
we opened the Emergency Operations Center for the city of Barrie this morning around 10 o'clock. We've been coordinating with all the departments, and they're fully staffed, and we're working through this. It's actually a historic amount of rain. They're saying it's comparable to Irene, but there's just so much moisture coming up through in the system, and the ground's fully saturated.
Yeah.
They're looking at an additional 2 to 3 inches of rain over the next few hours.
That was a question I had for you. All right.
And then actually it's supposed to continue straight through. The rivers will continue to crest, and right now we've been watching it. It's been raising about a foot an hour.
All right.
So we're really, all hands are on deck here in the city. We're working with our state partners. We're opening the auditorium as a regional-based shelter. And so we've been working with that through. It'll be open between 1 and 2 o'clock. We're already receiving folks from outside the area, Northfield, and a numerous amount of other inquiries.
Boy, Northfield's getting it good.
They are getting slammed really well. I've been listening to their channel, and also I've been talking with their fire chief over there. So
You guys are all connected. You're doing a hell of a job. Mark Bosma was on the air with us this morning from Vermont Emergency Management with a lot of great information and basically saying buckle up because things are going to go backwards before they go forwards here. What's going on with Maple Ave? We're hearing that things might be flooding over there.
No, it looks all right now. We got the guys out doing their checks over in Harrington and the Gunner Brook coming off from Plainfield. That's pretty full. It's already utilizing the flood prevention area on Brook Street. And
Okay.
so we've been watching that real close. Nelson Street culvert, Tremont Street culvert by Hersey, Park Street. We've been watching that pretty closely. So we're on top of it. We've actually pre-deployed a bunch of sandbags along Main Street
I
for
see
the merchants.
that literally right behind where you're sitting right now.
Yep. So we kept them in reserve, and just for occasions like this, if people see that the water's coming up, we want to be able to help the merchants. I've been talking with Tracy, and they've been getting their stuff off the floor just to prevent some damage. For those folks that do incur some flooding situation, by all means, call 911. Stay off the roads if possible. Do not drive through flooded roadways because of the undermining that could happen. You
Yeah.
could stall, and then you become another issue for us to have to try to rescue.
Great way to get all of the salt off the underside of your car. But,
Well,
yeah, there's other ways to do that.
There is. So if you have damage or you have some major damage going on, please call Vermont 211.
Yeah.
And they will take your information and record that. If you are out of power, don't call 911. Call Green Mountain Power to get on the list. We are monitoring their website, so we'll know exactly where the outages are and what on real time.
Yeah, great point. That the 911 system can get flooded with stuff.
Yep.
We've lost our power, or our basement's flooding, whatever. 911 is really designed for, frankly, life-threatening issues.
I'd like to add to that is that those folks that are that have medical appliances or stuff that they need, make sure they're charged up now. Make sure the extra batteries are ready to go.
Yeah.
If you need oxygen, now's the time to call your provider to have them come and replace that during the actual emergency, or if you don't have power, by all means, equipment breaks, please call 911 and we'll work to get you relocated to an appropriate place. Probably end up at Central Vermont Medical Center for those people that are on ventilators or long-term oxygen. If you have medical needs, please, by all means, call. If you have down trees obstructing traffic or they're on fire, go ahead and call 911. Anything else, if it's just a down tree on the side of the road, by all means, just call Barrie Dispatch. And just so you know, highway is only going to open up the roads. They are not going to remove the stuff. We are going to just maintain the roads so that we can respond to emergencies as it is.
So when you say Barrie Dispatch, this is reporting something that's not necessarily an emergency.
That's right.
All right.
Yep.
What's that phone number?
802 476 6613.
Okay.
And like I said, and if they say, yep, no, we're good, then just take their word for it because they have a running list.
Yes.
We are fully staffed. We've been working with our mutual aid partners this morning throughout the area.
And understand that they're going to be speaking quickly and they're busy. So, just if they say, yep, we got it, just be like, yep, bye.
Yep, say thank you, bye, and move on.
Yeah.
Don't take it personally, but they're just trying to keep up with everything.
Yep. Very busy day. All right, Barrie Auditorium, you're saying, is opening up as a shelter between 1 and 2.
Yeah, they should be fully open around 2 o'clock.
Okay. Make sure, as Mark Bosma was saying this morning, that you register for VT Alert, which is a great resource. Mm-hmm. It really is. Vermont 511 to report.
211.
What about 511 for road closures?
Yeah, just do everything to Vermont 211. They're the clearinghouse right now, and
got it.
They'll keep a running tab, and they'll put things where they need to put it.
All right. So sandbags are being provided to Main Street businesses right now. All right. I know that the drain over there behind the backside of Metro Way by the Opera House has been troublesome in the past with flash floods. How is that situation back over there?
Well, just like anything else, right now all the drains are open. We actually spent Saturday clearing them out to make sure everything was good. But with the amount of rain that we get all at once, they just can't handle it.
Sure.
When the river gets high enough, there's no place for that storm sewers to go. And that's what generally happens when they back up.
Right.
So
it's not that they're clogged.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Whew. Wow. This is a lot of information. Williamstown, we hear that there's evacuating going on right now.
Yep.
Berlin is over there assisting with watercraft. That's amazing.
Yeah. So there was a pre-deployment of water rescue assets from outside the area, and they were just staying at the Berlin station. So that is actually an EMAC request from VEM.
All right.
So it's not Berlin fire.
All right. Okay. Interesting. Roger Hill, meteorologist here in Central Vermont, famous. I mean, the guy, everyone knows Roger, saying that in addition to the rains, which is a steady rain and also some heavy downpours, there's also some pretty good cells that are going sweeping across all of New England with some lightning, some thunder, and some winds. And when we combine winds with rain that has saturated the ground for weeks, it feels like years. It's the whole month of June. Not a great combination when we get wind in the mix.
Now, the roots are what holds a big tree down. And so when there's nothing to hold it down anymore, is that we're mud?
Yeah.
That's when we start losing our trees and stuff. So it's be prepared for power outages. It will happen. So make sure, let's think about generator safety. Let's make sure that we're not operating them inside. They're away from the house, and that let's get some extra fuel so that we have it on hand. Make sure it's well ventilated. Let's talk about candle safety. Make sure that your carbon monoxide detectors, batteries are fresh so that we can make sure that we're not getting sick in our homes from that. Do not use your ovens as heaters. Let's review everything that we have. Check on our elderly folks.
Every single time I have ever had you on the air where you have ever sat across from me and shared a microphone, we have always said, check on your neighbors, especially the elderly, as we were hammering again this morning on the air. The elderly, the disabled especially, and even the other neighbors. Just check on your neighbors. Make sure they're okay.
Yeah.
If they need if you got a sump pump, your basement's great. They might need to borrow your sump pump, whatever.
It's the right thing to do.
It's the right thing to do, and we as Vermonters certainly know how to rally together and help one another. Be safe. We're told that parts of 302 are there's some street flooding heading out toward to the west toward Montpelier. I'm not sure what that situation is like, but be smart. Don't drive through flooded roads because you can't see what's underneath that water, and the road could be dropped out.
That's right.
Yeah. Last thing you want to do is be floating down the Winooski in your car. So
No, I've seen that happen
I
right
know
down
you
here
have.
by the budget end, and it's not pretty, and it's not safe for anybody. And like I said, let's think twice and act once, and let's be prudent. I just want to make sure everybody knows that the city is on top of it. We are working regionally, especially with our state partners, and we're taking this head on and very seriously. So, we ask that the people that are your listeners and your people that are watching, please take the time, make your look at it. If you take water on your basement, and let's get the things off the floor. Let's do a little prevention here. Generators are working. Make sure you have some fuel. Make sure you have your medications available. If you are prone for flooding, make sure you may have a to-go bag with all your meds. And the shelter at the Odd will be open, and VDART will be taking pets. So if your pet needs special food, please make sure that they have that food with them, or medications. They will not have pet medications.
all right.
So
Is there anything else that you can think of?
I'm sure there's 100 more that I have forgotten, but I think that's a brief overview of everything. We were just updating the mayor prior to this, and I've spoke to a couple of councilors already. Like I said, if any questions or any concerns, by all means, call Barry Dispatch. If you have damage, call Vermont 211. And like I said, your city staff is here, ready to go, and you know what? Let's hope for the best.
Yeah. Again, the phone number for Barry Dispatch, 476-6613. So, thanks, Joe.
Yep. Thank you very much.
Appreciate you coming in, man. Thanks for doing this. It's awesome.
Absolutely.
I love the fact that you could just walk right in here and grab a microphone. That's great. Thank you.
Me too.
All right, buddy.